Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoy my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you wanted to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I am doing quite good. Let me hear how I'm coming in. Hello. All right, it sounds like I'm coming in quite well. I think that means things are good. I'm very excited. As always, as per usual, today I'm gonna be doing more concept art. I have some very interesting ideas, if I do say so myself. And on Sunday, I'm gonna be playing more Portal, which I'm very, very, very happy about. Now let me drink some of my water. Before we get started for today, I, mm, splendid. Yeah. I am a very eepy individual. I've been putting in a lot more work physically and mentally and with my schoolwork and some stuff that I've been working on for the stream has been put on pause because schoolwork is a bit of a priority. That being said, I'm very eepy. I am become eepy, the goer to stream. Speaking of eepy, I don't know why I said speaking of, it has nothing to do with it. But it does have something to do with stream. Let me get that beautiful, beautiful Outer Wilds music going. Once I get the right thing, and there we go. I might actually raise it up to like, I don't know, 35? How does that sound? Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Alright. It sounds good on my end. I was just making sure that it sounded good on everybody else's end. And with that, I believe it is as good a time as any to get started. I could also show the progress I've been making on the art fight. It's not done yet. Like I said, I've been making schoolwork my priority a little bit. But I have been making progress on it, and it should be done by the end of this week. I want to do it. I want to do one art fight a week. That is my goal. If I could do more than that, that's splendid. But I really want to do at least 4 attacks this year. But yeah, no, I have a very interesting idea for today's thing. Let me get rid of shoot and you, and no, keep you. Turn you on and on. That's right, we're turning them both on at the same time. Let me turn you off just so I can get the colors. The tasty, tasty colors. Yeah, no, how is everybody? Shout out in chat. If oh, I did that on the wrong layer. I forgot I did that on the wrong layer. That is unimportant. But yeah, no, say so in chat if you're watching this on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I'm happy you're here. Shout out in the comments. How are you doing? I speaking of YouTube, I had an idea to like a change in my editing. Where I just like get rid of the like starting soon screen entirely and just have like the intro uh video and then like the stream, and I think maybe that'll get people to stay around longer. Because when watching a video, I personally uh don't always stick around for multiple minutes of music, and I think that that is where my mistake has been. And so going forward after starting on next week's VODs, I should be like doing that more consistently. Mm. Marvelous. What is, what is this amazing liquid? It's water, sir. Ah, delectable. Let me just do some stretches real quick. There we go. Splendid. Getting in on that. But I have a really, really fun idea to do sort of an Atlantis-style city set for this. Because like I said, the last time I was doing this, I had the idea of like going, the whole thing going deeper, like underwater, until you reach the shining city of off-brand Atlantis, whatever it's gonna be called. And then after that, you slowly make your way back up, or not slowly, but like you make your way back up throughout the final boss fight, and then at the end, you're on the beach. And that sort of takes inspiration from Rayman Legends, we're in 20,000 Lums Under the Sea, which is one of the best worlds in that entire game. You go from this like fake inflatable island, you go down, down further into like the area, the whole world, and then at the end, in a massive rush, you like speed back up and you end back on the island. And I would like to not imitate that, but I'd like to have that same sort of structure. Because like it seems more fun to me to have it be a boss fight rather than like a dashing chase sequence. Although the dashing chase sequence could also be cool. And I'll noodle on it and see what I think on it. Also, I can't believe that Ken is on my Discord server. I just noticed that. How, how did he get out there? I thought he was with Metaton. I thought Tenna and Metaton were getting on sloppy style. By the way, how's the music coming in? It's coming in okay. Alright, that sounds good. And I'm very excited because one of my favorite things is doing funny like fish puns with this, or like in my mind, one of my favorite things about the ideas of this fun world is able to do like funny things. Bye Dicey, I saw you were watching, which is why I talked about Henna being in the Discord. It seems you have gone away. Thank you for stopping by. There we go. Also, I was about to say I apologize if I'm a bit quiet, but I'm not being quiet. I'm just, there are moments. There we go. Marvelous. Honestly, that kind of might need some work. There we go. Like I was saying, I like the idea of doing funny clown puns with the fish, like having clownfish. And like, flying fish acrobats. That's the best soaring in the air, folks. And that sort of thing. Let's see, just generally in the background, let's see what kind of shape I want. I generally want, I want a general sort of triangular shape with maybe some like that. Mayhaps like this, perhaps, maybe, kind of, and then having like some sort of fun arch, because as you know, an arch is just a 2D version of a dome, which is an incredibly based form of architecture, if I do say so my own self. As you can see, many dome. And more arches, and having the arches be sort of like offset like this could be cool. There we go, splendid. I've noticed it's been a kind of quiet week this week. It's it's sort of nice. There, I, I was, God, what was that? What was that with my throat and such? I might be letting the stress of trying to get this essay done on time get to me. Once it's done and dusted, I'll be less stressed about it. And then I'll have to I'll be focusing on another essay. It was like there's like 3 essays if I remember right. Like total this term. I also need to use some of this time before class to finish up some stuff in my notebook, but that's fine. And sorry for talking about my class situation. It's going good and fine. You know, I just want to make sure that I'm passing. Hmm. I kind of don't want to draw the mirror version of that. Hey Gremlin, how's it going? It's going pretty good. I'm just sort of waffling about some class stuff that I'm doing while I draw. I'm currently working on an so it's composition 1 class, and I get to work on an essay on like a pop culture thing that influenced me. And of course I'm gonna talk about One Piece. Right? Like autism be damned, he sure can be the king of the pirates. There we go. If I do that, I can erase the rest of this. But yeah, no, how you? Things going good? Uh, I was I was sort of decided with this to do a fun like city in the background. This is sort of like the not the midpoint, but near the end. Uh, ooh, Pog. But yeah, no, I've decided to like draw sort of like a big palette sort of thing in the background. Maybe do some like more buildings on this side to be like this is a city. And then in the foreground having stuff like dolphins being like platforms that pop up and like mermaids and that sort of oh my god. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. There's my reaction. I love this specific bit of like Peter Griffin being stained glass so much. My reaction to Stu is just it's beautiful. It's quite splendid. I like what you did with the sun being the center of the frame. Driving in my truck right after a beer. Hey, that Bob looks like a deer. There we go. I think in the center of this it would be good to have like a fun little, not little, but like a fun sort of fountain. Like so. Speaking of deers, what happened? What happened? What did the deer do to you? Let me see. Oh, man, that I love how that image of the deer is like low quality, but like in that specific way that like cryptid photos are. Let's see, let's have it spraying down like that. Saw at least 3 of them yesterday. Ooh, Pog. I mostly see like an absolute shit ton of rabbits. Like the rabbits are everywhere. shaped like a deer, DUI. How about you die? 100 miles an hour. There we go. You know, this is kind of turning out pretty alright, I think. You are, how about you die? There you go. And these I'm sort of basing in my mind, like I'm not looking at reference right now because that's a bit more work than I want to put into like just concept art. But like in my mind, I'm specifically like imagining those, you know, those specific buildings that you see in like Moscow, you know, with like the colorful like striped domes. But also like taking into account arches that I find quite aesthetically pleasing. Like unlike the buildings in this image, they are not broken up and, you know, broken down because it's the city of people still. There we go, marvelous. I think having smaller arches here could be cool, and like there could almost be like a mini parallax effect later, where the arches go more in and out of frame behind the other ones to be like, ah, yes, it is a big place and not a bunch of sets. Although it is a bunch of sets. You know, the illusion for the audience in universe and such. There we go. Yeah, I think this is really coming along so far. And I've only been at it for like a bit, but still, it's I think it's coming along. Let's see, having like so and such, and having these are obviously gonna change. This is just like a basic like silhouette layout. Just to make sure that things work properly. There's this One Piece video essay that I like. I haven't watched yet, but I saw the thumbnail and title of, and it sort of inspired me with the essay I'm working on. It's like, hey, what if I do look at One Piece as like this era's cultural epic? You know, your Iliads and Odysseys and you know such. And it turns out there's actually a lot there. And I hope I'm not stepping on the toes of this, like, the video essayist who did that one. I have not seen the video, so, eh. I will later. So like I'm not pretending like my idea is original or even like original to me, but like I'm not I don't know. I feel inspired. I feel truly inspired to look at One Piece as a cultural epic and be like, all right, what does the author want to give us in terms of like morals and lessons, and how does this pull us together as like a global society? And it turns out there's a lot. I've been listening to the Tail Forge's reading of the All Guardsmen party at work recently, and I've realized that pretty much the early parts of the guard. Oh, it's pretty much the early parts of the guard part of Discworld. Ah, I see. And I think I've actually yeah, no, it's from like it's from like a 40K game, right? Yeah, I wonder if they took the idea from Discworld, if it's like very similar. Oh, okay. Because of narrative declaration, I'm more familiar with the system of Wrath and Glory. But like, there have been a bunch of different there have been a bunch of different 40K systems. Let's see, what if I do one big one and like a couple of small ones there? How are we doing with that? I like that. That's very good. And I can even do not quite that. I think it's important to keep this simple a bit. I think having an arch top might make this look a bit more distinct. They don't all have to have, like, dome tops, but just some of them being like this. Or, like, having one that's, like, slanted. Like, let's say this one is slanted. This one doesn't even need more detail because it's, like, behind the palace. So it's almost like more adding to the palace. This one, though, I'll also make round on top. You know, I think I may have perhaps been locking in. Interesting how that works. It's shaped like a deer. G-U-I. Da, 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 da. Okay, so this is the background. Now I have to think about what to do with the foreground, and I think I have an idea. They've got their own Nobby Knobs, the Sergeant, both his rank, last name, instead of. Oh, I see. I I've heard that joke before. I've heard the joke of like Sergeant. Sergeant who's a sergeant. And it is a very classic joke that I enjoy greatly. Checkerboard pattern floor. Ooh, you're so right. Oh, you're so right. So I decided on something I'm gonna do. So the background is gonna be like this, and it's gonna have this like walk here, and then it's gonna be almost like a Venetian canal, or just any canal, I suppose. So like imagine the checkerboard here, and then you have like water, and all the things are coming up that you're like on, like boats uh and stuff like that. And like in the background, I could and like going into the city, you could actually find like a giant dome, almost like the Gungan city in Star Wars. And so this walkway, as per your suggestion, because you're incredibly based and checkerboard pilled. Also, I may know where you get that, because I know that your caveman character, you drew him a lot with checkerboard. So this may be a Homestuck reference. Yeah, because like if I remember right, it's all like chess related with like the game that you're playing in, at least. I hope I'm remembering right, because I do care. And sometimes people are like, "Oh my god, you forgot. That means you don't care." And then it's yeah. How am I gonna do this? Okay. This is how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that seems about right. There we go. First name Major, last name Major, middle name Major, got added to commission officer. Oh yeah. I'm Private Major. Oh yeah, the checkerboard thing is from Homestuck. Yeah, I figured. I I'm clocking you, Homestuck enjoyer. I see you. I'm looking at you with my Homestuck observing eyes. They're my special set of eyes that I put in. Ooh, interesting. I like having warring factions in my games. Like there's this one game that I'm thinking on that I want to do for like Pathfinder Second Edition. That's like sort of centered around the Feywild as like the main antagonistic force of the whole thing. And like sort of being influenced by the Feywild, but like sort of also just feudalist politics, or like in the local area, like three different barons trying to like take over everything from each other after like there's a succession issue with like the monarchy, but that's like not super important. Grog is a waste of piss. I see, of course. I don't you see, I have eyes for every occasion. It's just sometimes I lose them. Sometimes I lose my observing eyes for like a particular thing, and then I forget. Well, I think your idea for the checkerboard floor was really good, because that means like as you're moving forward, you can see the almost like a looping animation of the floor matching the parallax effect. And it can show like, ah yes, you're moving forward. And the fun part about like all that is that it can be like in-universe explained as like, ah, they're moving everything as a set. It's actually not this big. You're in a fun set and things are super cool. And like just off camera, they're moving stuff into place and moving people into position. Also, is it really called the waste of piss? Like for real? Or is that just like a grog gag? I call it waste of piss. It rhymes with grog. It's a missing texture file. Ah, it was. Uh, audience, I apologize to say that we forgot to buy the texture for this floor. So you're just gonna have to deal with this fun magenta and black checkerboard pattern. Enjoy. Yeah, that looks better to me. Getting the checkers boarded. There we go. I messed up. This is correct. I messed up with this, and now I have to, like, carefully erase things. Yippee! This is nice, but I love this. There we go, now I can do it oh, also I need to erase this one. New Super Mario Brothers! Whee! I like that game. It was my first, like, real video game. Honestly, it probably influenced my taste in games a lot. The fact that, like, New Super Mario Brothers for the Wii was, like, my first video game. In the session I played was indeed waste of piss. It's kind of a joke class, but what it's supposed to mean is that he's a completely outside force, meaning he doesn't enter the game the normal way. He didn't get his own planet, and technically may not have been supposed or destined to be to play Suburb at all. I see. So like Susie Deltarune. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff that in Deltarune that like I can recognize as influences from Homestuck, having never haven't even like partaken in Homestuck. And, like, I could tell that because Toby Fox was, as you know, very big in that space. Yeah, the fact is, he made some of the better music for Homestuck. There we go, readjusting. I think technically it has to be like this, but also having the side continue the checkerboard would be cool. Yeah, let me... Thank you, Nightbot. You're very cool. I appreciate you greatly. Ba-da-da. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. It's genius. I deny it. Let's see, and if it's like somewhat in perspective and you want a fun like a sploosh of water as something is leaving, which I do in this case. Plus like some like maybe a couple frame like ripple animation. Have some sort of aquatic creature, perhaps a mammal of some variety. Perhaps a dolphin with a fun clown nose at the end. Kind of each of the players were supposed to enter the medium through consoles. Hey Toby. Hey Toby. I think you may have done a similar thing. Is that like a game original, or is that like a Homestuck concept? Before I say like before I go like Toby, I think you have influences from Homestuck in Chapter 4 of Deltarune. Transporting it to the new. Okay, so in Chapter 4, or not Chapter 4, in Chapter 3, sorry, Chapter 3, they lumped together like intentionally, so I confused for a moment. But basically, like the whole thing is that you're like entering into game worlds, and for the Shadow Mantle, you need to do a whole thing where you're like in the game. You're in the game within the game. And then at the end, the you from or not the you, the Chris from the game leaves the game, and so like the game that you play through the characters of Deltarune is like real. Right? It's real to Deltarune. They come out of the game and go and do stuff. And so that is supposed to be like, oh, if this game is real to Deltarune, does that mean that Deltarune could be real? As sort of like a fun narrative device. But also, Susie feels a lot like that, where like she is not supposed to be there. She is really, really not supposed to be there. She is, as you said, a waste of piss, as it were. She is not a part of the prophecy. She is not the girl in the prophecy, but she takes the role anyways. And like in chapter 4, it's very clear that like she's not supposed to be there. Like, quote unquote, not supposed to be there. She is a treasure and we love her dearly. Susie's the best. So, like, fuck the prophecy. Of course she's supposed to be there. She's awesome. There we go. We have Dolphin. I think having the funny clown here, higher up though, because like he's gonna be falling. IT Gray, sorry to hear that you got a sunburn. Make sure to use plenty of moisturizer, okay? Make sure to use plenty moisturizer, stay out of the sun. If you're gonna take showers, make sure that they're just lukewarm. Don't make them cold, don't make them hot. And if it starts itching really bad and flaking, just let it be. It'll do that on its own. That's your skin just sort of like getting rid of the horrible parts. This is why I don't touch grass. Well, I'm aggressively making myself touch grass. I'm getting a degree in touching grass, so like can't relate. But also like fair, make sure to like again, make sure to take care of yourself, make sure to like use plenty of moisturizer on your skin. Like the sunburn, I assume. The game in Homestuck is really just how the universe reproduces itself, and with time shenanigans, the players of the game were always destined to play it, and as part of the playing the game, they create their guardians by proxy, paradoxically cloning them from themselves. Okay, that is complicated, but also I understand it in context of Deltarune. Again, like, these, the ending is always gonna happen, the people are always gonna be part of the prophecy, but somehow Susie's not supposed to be there. Benefits of working nights, no sunburns. Ah. Like, Susie is sort of breaking the prophecy by being, like, taking the role of the girl in the prophecy. Brianna, Brianna, speaking of hot in the sun, it's like only 23 point some odd like degrees Celsius here right now. And I like when I was on a walk this morning, I could already feel the sun like beating down on me. So I know it's gonna get like hot in a couple hours. Let's see where my watch was. It goes from ghostly white to dark red. Ooh, yeah, no, yeah, no. Take care of yourself, man. The Guardians are walking bootstrap paradoxes, and also the universe is a frog. Okay, the universe is a frog. Also, hi there, person that's probably a bot. Let me check. Yep, yep, they were advertising. I mean, honestly, with context of Discord of like, yeah, the world is a turtle. Like the universe being a frog is not that complicated of a concept. It's just like, yeah, I guess it's that now. It's sort of the I guess we do in circles now of like universe world building. I made this guy too big, but I'm gonna wait to fix that until the next like sketch layer. I'm getting better with dynamic poses. This is good. I like this pose. But yeah, no, he's much too big. There we go, splendid. I actually think that's enough cake. Nobody's ever said such a thing. I think that's enough cake. Oh, wait, I had that mirrored the entire time. I can fix that in the next layer. Also, the main character's universe is a frog that has cancer. Ah, much like the frog that I dissected in middle school. A science class. It had tumors. Also, the main character's universe is a frog that has cancer, partially because that's the star sign of one of the dudes that helped breed the frog that produced the frog that became their universe. But yeah, no, that class was where I learned that I don't like dissecting things. It's not my particular favorite activity. Also, the smell of formaldehyde never gets out of your nose. Today is Monday. Or sorry, today is Thursday, which means Bajongles gets to dissect a frog. It is his least favorite activity. I really like one of my favorite things about doing art as consistently as I'm doing is that I get to see how things are progressing, like almost in real time. And it feels really good to make progress. It's like working out, where like I can see the progress, and seeing the progress gives me the hope and encouragement. Also, both of you, Tigray and Gremlin. So on Sunday, I'm finally gonna be playing Portal again. I'm very happy and excited. I don't think I'll have that PNG tuber ready. I might be able to have it ready. Uh, but basically, it's me as Wheatley. Well, technically, it's me inside of Wheatley's hollowed out corpse, but like, oh well. I just need to do like the talking. Uh, why not make it Barley? Um, you do make a good point, but also, why not make it Riley? You know what? I'm proud of that joke. You know what? I'm proud. I'm happy. Rye reminds me, I could really go for like a Reuben right now. That is a good sandwich. Corned beef, sauerkraut on dark rye bread. Uh, usually like Thousand Island dressing as the sauce, but not always. Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess you've been gifted the subscription. Mazel tov, I guess. I mean, Mazel tov, I suppose. No, I do not want to change my brush settings. I would like to keep them the same, thank you. Deep fried fish fillet on rye with salad and red onions with lemon juice, mayo, and black pepper on top. Ooh, that does sound pretty good. Oh, that does sound, oh, that does sound pretty good. Speaking of fish, you want to know like like kind of fish that I really wish I liked because like it's massive here. I really, really wish I liked smoked salmon. I really, really want to like smoked salmon. It's great, especially if it's a flounder fillet. Smoked salmon is great. I mean, yeah, a lot of people think so, and it's just like I want to like it so bad, but it's just like I for whatever reason, it's just not my thing. Yeah, like I like salmon in general. I like salmon sushi especially. It's just smoked salmon for some reason is just not my thing. Let's see. Smoked salmon here is usually like smoked just like over fire, usually. Uh, it's often just like kind of basically a fish steak. In a salmon is prepared very similar to like any sort of steak meat. But like I like salmon sushi, which is like usually uncooked because sushi. So like it's not all salmon that I don't like. It's just smoked, cold smoked. How does that work? Uh, if you smoke, okay, I'm looking it up. If you smoke it at 250, it would just be a slow cook. But if you smoke at 70 degrees, it dries it. Oh, okay, interesting. All right. It's smoked at a lower temperature so it doesn't get cooked sometimes with liquid smoke. Oh, I see. All right, that makes sense. I'll have to try that. Yeah, like I know it's a basic bitch answer, but my favorite fish just to have with stuff is cod. Cod is a very like basic answer, but like it's quite good. It's just like a generally good fish to have with almost anything. As raw salmon, but a bit drier and more oily. Ah, I see. Yeah, that would be great, like in stuff, like on a sandwich with like nice bread, like a fat, like a fat, like some avocado or something, or like. Oh yeah, no, that sounds really good. But yeah, no, basically any fat. It could be like with oil. Uh, cod is fucking bland, and I say that as a Norwegian whose national fish is cod. Ah, fair enough. we also fish up a lot of cod here. It's just I like cod as a general. How do I put this? Cod is like the chicken or the tofu of fish, where like you could just sort of do anything with it, and it doesn't really matter. And I also happen to like putting tofu in stuff. The cod is not a good fish to have on its own necessarily, but it's good with stuff. It is good deep fried with potatoes, for like fish and chips. It's good on a sandwich with like basically anything. It's good with just like seasonings and flavorings. It takes in that flavor really well. Whereas things like salmon, they have to be prepared the right way. Also, like halibut, definitely the tofu. It's really delicate. You can't boil. Yeah, it's definitely the tofu of fish. I mean, like it's sort of a big like expensive fish here, but like halibut is very overrated. I do not like halibut. Like people people are like, "Oh, I'll have it in the same ways that I have cod and it's fancy and cool." It's like it's a mediocre fish at best. We don't really get flounder all that much. I should try flounder. I also really want to try like I really want to have catfish. It's been a while since I've had catfish because like it just doesn't like it's not here. Like it's really hard to find fresh catfish here because it's not a local fish. All right, good. All right, good. Somebody agrees with me about halibut. Good. Another seafood I wish I liked more but don't is just crustaceans in general, like lobster and crab. Like like we have a massive crabbing industry here, and it's not my thing, and it's so sad because it's another one of those things like salmon where it's like big. It's like a big thing here, but I don't like it. What's your opinion on mackerel? I have not really had mackerel all that much. Like I've had it. It's usually like out of a lot of fish that I've had, mackerel's a bit salty, and that's not a bad thing. It likes to take in the sea a lot. From like my experience. But I don't like when people like put it in like brine though. But I love shrimp and crawfish. Ooh. I really want to like shrimp. And like crawfish, you could just get crawfish out of the river in a lot of places in Oregon. I've never had them. I've never eaten crawfish. Also, the people that call them crawdads got it right. That is like the best name for them. It's just that's not what I use all that much. I should just start using a crawdad more. Did you say crawfish or carlfish? A sea variety? Ah, yeah, we have freshwater. Which again is a different species from the stuff you get in the southeast, which is where they're really popular. Yeah, but did you say crawfish or carlfish? Sup? I'm Carl. This is also Carl. I'm going to dink my goiter. I've had lobster one time, way less flavor. Yeah, lobster's just kind of like a nothing flavor to me. And like the texture's not that great. I mean, the same with crab. Like we get a lot of Dungeness crab here. And it's like just kind of okay. Basically, the smaller the crustacean, the more condensed the flavor. Yeah. People eat like king crab. You know, like those big ass. Not the king crab, like the big spider crabs. Like people eat those, and it's like, aren't they? What do they taste like? I've never had them. We have a ton of invasive king crabs from some old Soviet tankers blast a couple of decades ago. Ooh, rip. They're basically crabs that have long arms and legs. Yeah, but they're also like, their bodies are really big too. Oh, so it was king crab that I was thinking. Like, because Pacific, I think we can occasionally find them. But, like, they're on the other side of the ocean. I'm, I mean, yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware of that, but also, like, they're big some bitches. They're massive. They don't really have a tail and their body is mostly organs. Now, it would be really funny if we just decided to give every crab a tail. Just like collectively decided, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. Crabs have tails now. They're exactly the same except they have tails.
What if perhaps this was me when I got you? Me when I got you.
I realize with these arches and this long thing here with the dome, it's like, ah, yes, behold behold the Dick Palace. I will not be changing a thing. You see, it's a reference to Little Mermaid. It's mostly vestigial, except some species use it to cover their reproductive organs. Oh yeah, right. Right, and then there's this parasite that like eats it up, and it's just like, your genitals are mine now. Yummy, 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 yummy.
Yummy, 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 your balls are now ovaries. I'm going to eat you.
Like, if I remember right, they force femme crabs, also, which is very funny.
Behold the force femme parasite.
You know, I swear to God, I've seen like a lot of like more art than I'd like expect of just force femme parasite. I wonder how those women are doing, by the way. I hope they've realized. To be fair, both shrimp and crawfish caviar is delicious. Ah, I've had fish caviar. Not my favorite. I've never had shrimp or crawfish caviar. There's this Russian guy I used to watch on YouTube, Life of Boris, where he's like, "Here we have the caviar," and would eat like caviar and be like, "Yes, Russian, nice Russian meal." I'm probably butchering the accent, but I'm trying to do an impression of him more than an accurate like Russian impression, like Russian accent. Yeah, Boris. My name is Boris, and here is my life.
First, what I need to do is I need to redraw the clown because I done messed up his size. You see, that should be done in a lickety split, as the old people say.
Boris is very entertaining. I haven't watched him in a while. I wonder how he's doing under these war-related situations. Because like not even the Russian people want the war with Ukraine. Like, the war is not going well for Russia, and they are the ones that started it, so they're sort of just saw another deer. Ooh, congrats on the deer finding. I've been seeing a lot of like European rewilding projects happening, and like it turns out they're being kind of successful. They're being kind of successful, and that's wonderful to see. I love when nature heals. You know the funny nature is healing.
Nature is healing, Gordon. Now the dolphin is actually kind of a good size. Splendid. Some like marine biologist is looking at this right now and going, "Why the fuck did you do the dolphin like that? That's not how dolphins work." It's like, I'm not a marine biologist. I'm a plant guy. I'm studying for plants. Which reminds me, I need to get back in touch with the engineer and be like, hey, let's start up that world bending project again. I'm sorry for the pause on it. I didn't mean to. I can do stuff on a rotation now. Because like that's my future plan, is to have like these projects be on a rotation. You know, just to keep variety up. And then, like once I feel like I'm satisfied with the concept art, then I'll start back up on game development. Like coding and stuff, and that sounds fun. Marvelous. Water. There we go. And now what I can do with my secret weapon. Yay. Marvelous. Now it's going the correct way that I wish for it to go. And then I can erase the background in specifically places that would naturally be covered up by the sketch. There we go. Amazing. 10 out of 10. In my truck right after a beer. Hey, that Bob is shaped like a deer. DUI. Okay, now I shall merge with layer below, and now that shall be marvelous. Okay, if I lower it enough, it won't be weird. And now I can see stuff. I hope you could hear the A in that as a funny pun. What would also be interesting, but also more work, would be to have like a fun water lapping on the side animation. You know, like a almost like a miniature tide going in and out. Let's say, hypothetically, that bump was shaped like a deer. DOI, how about you die? Thank you, Ben Ascorpiro. Very cool. And I see that it seems that you may have gone away. Thank you so much for popping by. And if you have not, and it's just Twitch telling me funny things, the point still stands. Thank you. Thank you uh, for viewers like you. My fellow Americans. This country was made possible by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. How about you die? The griffin is fine. Score. I'm not trying to ruin a five, a burger and cheese, so I could ask her easy, cause she's too mean. If you meet me out in Cold Walk, say hi, but if you meet me in the clam, I'm a talkative guy. Hey, we could rock it over beers and remember that time. Might I say, a marvelous sketch you have there. Remember that time? There we go. You couldn't seek your way out of a cardboard bag. That's because it's actually an egg. Okay, yeah, what if I made this like 50 and this one 75? 75. Wrong layer, wrong layer. I hate Mega Peter Griffin. There we go, marvelous. I'm excited for when I get the opportunity to go, alright, cool, here's all the stuff from all the different series I did for Season 0. Here's a supercut. That'd be fun to do. I wanna do like supercuts of like, here's the best moments. Stuff that I find funny or at least entertaining and important for the important for the progress of the shit I'm doing. And in like the description of these videos be like, hey, here's a playlist of like all the original VODs of this if you want to check that out. That sounds fun. Something that would also be fun to do, and my friends and I are talking about like eventually doing it, is like doing tabletop games, like on my channel, as like a series, and like that sounds fun. And I could also have that be a whole separate channel of like, welcome to Tabletop Jungles. And then, you know, having those be edited VODs, having like, I don't know, those being like once a month on Sundays, maybe. That seems doable. My fellow Americans. Well, first I need to have that on. But now I can fix it. Do you, my fellow Americans? How about you die? I'll go 100 miles an hour. Do not ask what you could do for your country. Ask how many miles an hour a country can go for you. Shaped like a deer. Here you are, how about you die? There we go. Minimize that layer. Splendid. Splendid. Splendid, isn't it, Gromit? Alright. I have solved that conundrum. I have solved that conundrum. I am Gilbert Gottfried. I'm kissing and shitting and coming. I need to do a work on my impression of him. He was a legend. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. I'm driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Alright, now with that taken care of, I can get rid of that. And guess what I can do now? I can do line art. Go 100 miles an hour. I'm driving and I'm speeding and I'm vigorously masturbating. Oh, I have a really cool idea. I think all of this should have the same kind of like water effect as all the other ones so far. Because I like that effect, and it's very easy to do because now I can just copy and paste it from one of these. I give you one of these. I'm going to beat the shit out of you with my left hook. This shit means nothing to me, man. Oh, too much, the southern draw was going in. That not quite right. Water. Me when I fucking get you. Boy. My boy. My boy, this 12-piece order of chicken nuggets is what all true warriors strive for. Scout, why are you not defending this point? But soldier, loaded wings! I'm going to obtain you in my Pokeball. Now bend over. I'm going to be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. The Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. I crack myself up sometimes. I'm very happy. God, I wish Gilbert Gottfried could have played like a silly little guy in One Piece. I don't think he ever did. But like, God, I wish he could have. Listen, having Gilbert Gottfried is in a role, in a in the One Piece dub would have made it instantly better than the sub version. I personally prefer the sub version just because, like, Luffy, mainly. Like, respect to the Luffy dub voice actor, she is great. Uh, her Luffy voice gets grating, especially for, like, the first, like, 500 episodes. Like, there are a lot of really good dub voice actors in the One Piece dub. I, I feel bad for not being able to, like, enjoy, like, Luffy, you know? Like, the dub Luffy. But yeah, no, good dub voice actors. Brook is one. A very good example. Oh. God, I just thought of another funny, like... I don't think my Gilbert Gottfried voice is very good. But also, like, it's good enough to be funny. And I just imagine it. Inkushu no sake o. Orakemi yukuyo. Kamikaze kiwakaze. Arimakase. Sayonara minato. Like I said, it's not great, but it's funny enough to be... It's, like, good enough to be funny. I'm your fucking smoke alarm. I'm coughing and shit. You better check what's smoking. 'Cause despite how hot I am, it's not me. Sayonara minato. I still don't know all, like, the words. Which is a shame. Like, I don't know it by heart, but I can sing along to it. I'm the fucking goon wizard. I cast my spells by gooning. Wait a minute.
Somebody spiked my coffee. I'm seeing bubbles all over the walls.
That is actually untrue. That's just Gilbert Gottfried talking. Gilbert Gottfried is speaking through me.
Through the window, through the walls. As the sweat drips down my balls. To me, all the bitches crawl.
Through the window, through the walls, as the sweat drips down my balls. Oh, to me the bitches crawl. Oh, skeet, skeet, goddamn. Through the window, through the wall. You know what? I would have loved to see Gilbert Gottfried as Spider-Man.
You'll never get away with this, Doc Ock.
I think it would be really funny to have, like, I don't know, a funny, like, bard or something, or, like, a member of some sort of medieval theater type person in the game I was talking about, like the Pathfinder game that I want to write for and run again eventually. Write for again and then run for the first time is what I mean. And have it be Gilbert Gottfried. You know, the one where, like, the barons are fighting. The barons are fighting!
The girls are fighting.
My throat's starting to get destroyed by Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert Gottfried is destroying my throat, AO. Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried is actually eating my tongue like one of those, like, fish parasites. You know, the ones that eat the tongue and replace it.
Ah.
God, there's this video I saw of these, like, two Jewish guys reading out a part of, like, the Torah, and doing, like Billy Crystal and and Gilbert Gottfried voices, and it's so funny. I think it was specifically like the part where like Moses and Ramses are like having an argument. It was really funny hearing Gilbert Gottfried go,
Let my people go.
they were really good impressionists.
I really think I'm cooking.
I just imagine, you know that one damn bitch you live like this image, like with Goofy, just
Damn, bitch, you live like this. Here we go.
I like that sometimes when I'm trying to do like character voices, not even character voices, like impressions in this case, because Gilbert Gottfried was real. That like sometimes they just take me over. The demons are winning and they sound like Gilbert Gottfried. I think I think right now doing like one piece like this is good because this is sort of getting the ideas down and the vibes down and like I like this. This is good. This is very good. And like once I get deeper into concept art, I'll do like a lot of like little bits and like getting stuff actually like worked on as opposed to like this is a cool idea. I like this. This is nice.
This is a nice idea.
I can assure you, Gilbert Gottfried would not be forgotten this day, or perhaps any other. Because you see, someone only dies when they're forgotten. Dr. Hiroluk said as much. God, I don't know why I just got reminded of Legend of Korra. Just Nantuck, gamer of the South.
I'm making mac and cheese and nobody can stop me.
Oh God, I just remembered Gilbert Garfield.
I can see out of my fourth eye. Baked ziti.
That's what happens when I'm unsupervised. I become Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert Garfield was taking over my mind. This is what happens when I don't have a chat to supervise me. I just realized because I just heard it back on my end, like when the stream caught up to what I said. Gilbert,
Guilford Garfield.
Another voice I really want to learn how to do is Garfield. Not well, yes, Garfield, but not who I'm talking about. That's a separate one that I like. God damn it, Gilbert Garfield, you're taking over my mind. Like a parasite, like a Garfield-shaped brainworm. But no, Gandalf. I want to do Gandalf. Stick with the old man theme, not the Garfield theme. Like specifically, there's this one like the line in The Hobbit where it's like, if I say he's a burglar, then a burglar he. Like I really want to be able to do Gandalf. God damn it! I almost said Garfield again.
Baked ziti.
There we go. I've never had ziti.
I am a machine that turns dicks into sucked dicks.
God, I love that shirt so much I could never wear it.
I am an autism-powered fuck machine.
If I say he's a racist, then a racist he is. Gandalf, what the fuck? Gandalf, what the fuck? I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I like everybody. I like everybody. Dwarves, elves, humans, normal. This is coming along really nicely. I like the general like uh more busy, less busy, more busy, less busy, least busy. Like down at the very bottom.
Love is a battlefield, and I am winning.
Okay, how am I going to take care of this? Ah, I know. Then I can actually have this be on a new layer and be able to sort of cheat this and be like,
Eh, I'm winning. Sex is a competition, and I'm winning. Living on a prayer.
alright, my throat's killing me. I'm gonna like try and stop doing that impression now. I'm gonna try to. Because, you know, the Godfried is, incredibly powerful. You know, as you're all aware.
Liberty Toilet has no power over me.
But I'm gonna love that one when I listen back to this.
DUI, how about you die? I am powered by drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
This checkerboard pattern on the floor is making stuff take a little longer. But that is fine. I actually expect to get it done today, because I cannot go later. I can only go later on Sundays right now. I think after this will be the line art being done.
DUI. Whenever I drive, I need my driving juice.
Oh wait, no, I need to do the rest of the fountain. And the water.
I have the power of God and anime on my side. here we go. I almost forgot. Alright, let's see how much of it I did. Ah, I see. That is not how water works, but I'm going to do it anyways.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried is really starting to fall apart.
I need your skin to rebuild my body. This water looks a little bit like an anus. No, I will not be doing anything about it. If God wanted me to stop pissing, he would have made an off switch for my penis. Now the line art's fucking done. Through the power of gaming. I'm going to fucking game on you. Fuck you, you run Doom now.
Okay, so here's two things I could do. I could either have it be the exact same style as I've been doing for this and this, or, and hear me out, I cut out the bits that are, like, not gonna be water, and then have them be, like, background pieces. You see, that's actually a harder decision than it sounds like, because one is cool and the other one doesn't sound as cool. But also, like, just adding that makes this majestic, like, in and of itself.
I am eternally mesmerized by my ability to make art. The world is truly beautiful.
No, he would say beautiful. No, I wouldn't say that either.
Beautiful.
I need to figure out how he says beautiful. You know what? You know what, gamers? You know what, gamers? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to screen shit this. I'm screen shitting. I'm gonna screenshot it. And then, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gamers, I'm gonna switch to, just chatting, because I feel like I'm done drawing that for the day. I know that it's not done. However, I I feel like today, like this stream is sort of coming to an end a little bit. Uh, I've had a lot of fun. And I'm going to do my ending read now. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube. I would much appreciate a like and subscribe. And with that, it has been a wonderful time streaming. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. I'll be streaming Portal and Portal 2 once again on Sunday. Bye-bye!